and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
And up next for Chicago, Kelly Sullivan. He's 0 for 1. And that's way high, and that's ball 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
And that one wrapped foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Sullivan, the next to hit, just missed.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Now a screamer into the outfield. This one could be trouble. 1 run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This is
new pitcher on here, Justin Verlander.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Runner from second scores as they add on. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
And misses inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. The run comes in to score from second. It's 8-0.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So, man aboard, and here is Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Lee pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On a bounce right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 9 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the inning and digging in for San Francisco, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Brett Wisely stands in now and watches strike one. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bounce to the right side. He takes it on his own. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The shortstop, Casey Schmidt.
2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Casey Schmidt.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Fastball for a strike. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
He goes down looking. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they're down 9-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at first, nobody out. And stepping in is the speedy John Birdie. Misses inside. And that's ball 1. Verlander, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Line drive. It drops in, gets away a little bit.
Now batting, number 62.
So the batting order turns over at the plate. Kelly Sullivan. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's carrying. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. A towering shot to center. Home run number 75 on the year, and they boost their lead. It's 12-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Verlander done in this one. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New arm for the Giants, Robbie Ray.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Sullivan in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Now batting, right
Here's
fielder,
Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
And downstairs.
1 ball, no strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 13-0.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
1 down. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab for the second out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. And that misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1. That one missing inside.
2 balls, no strike.
Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Right through there for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Patrick Bailey, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fought off foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And a good start to the inning. Now it's the DH, Pete Crow Armstrong. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ground ball could be 2. Schmidt tossed to second, over to first, safe.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Horner.
So here's Horner now.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Hitting is really easy for
Now
some
batting,
guys. One thing
third
that I can
baseman,
see already,
John
his
Burdick.
bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high
Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Now batting, number 62.
Now it's the power speed combo, Kelly Sullivan. He's already homered here in this one. Swinging a foul out of play. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Cody Sullivan, the next Cub to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Cubs lead it 15-0. And we're back. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jung-Hoo Lee. That's in there, and that is strike one.
Well, these Giants just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Now batting first
Here's Lamont
baseman,
Wade Jr.
Lamont
Flied out his first time.
Wade Jr.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. Birdie fires over to first, and that's an out.
Now batting left fielder Elliot Ramos.
2 down, base is empty. And the batter now, Elliot Ramos. Right through there for a strike. That one's in there. 0-2 now. This one in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. He makes the grab, and that is that.
Now pitching for
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill,
Number
Tristan Beck.
43.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So here's Kyle
Leading
Tucker
off to the
now.
Cubs, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Fouled off down the right side. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Down to third, and he gets back safely.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they clear the bases.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tristan Beck will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Randy
the Giants,
Rodriguez taking over on the
number
mound.
73,
His first test will be from the left side, and that's been a struggle for him this season.
Rodriguez.
They've been seeing him pretty well and doing some damage against him.
So now here's the DH. Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 for 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Bush over at second, 1 down. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, John Birdie. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first. They limit the damage here. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubbies out in front, 18-0. Back here.